Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're all having a great and wonderful day. Well, right now we're going to be talking about the insane far left, the terrorists, the communists, the crazy people, the unhinged people, because they just seem to not handle themselves being able to resist the ability to break or crash or burn, explode, etc., Teslas. It's really gone to show and how unhinged and crazy these people are. I mean, if you want to think that, if you want to go out and say, point to an unhinged person, you would just go look at a Tesla hater because obviously these people are not mentally well. They obviously have some problems. They have derangement syndrome. And there's even people in the comments saying like, "Oh, well, he's about your overlord Elon Musk, trying to protect him or whatever." It's like it's not about protecting him. It's the fact that we have so many stories and so many news outlets of and information that comes out where a lot of these people are doing terrorist level type stuff. The Democratic Party will not denounce these terrorist type attacks. They'll say like, "Oh, the Republicans do this or say these things." The difference is that the Republicans or anybody that is not on the lunatic side. I don't even say the Republicans because Democrats are so far left. There is not really they can't go much further than that to where there nobody's doing this because they're not unhinged. And what we have here, guys, is this from Breaking 911. So we have this a large grape here, this black large grape. I don't think you should eat large grapes, by the way, that are black because it's probably not good for you. If they're large and they're a grape size and they have a little bit black in it, you probably shouldn't eat it. Well, we have this here. This is large Texas man arrested after crashing mini four-wheeler into parked Tesla across the city of Texarkana. Texarkana. Yeah, so yeah, he kind of just smashes into there, right? Yeah, gotta get that. Having a hard time reversing. Yep, go backwards. Yep, watch it again. It's just like, what are we doing here exactly? Like, what is going on? Like, this person is clearly not well. And then we have this here from the Texarkana Texas Police Department. Why do they have it? That's such a weird. Anyways, we arrested 33-year-old Demarco Cox this afternoon after he allegedly damaged multiple Tesla vehicles in separate incidents across the city today. It says the first report came from the Golden Palace restaurant on Summerhill Road, where surveillance footage from the car itself captured a guy on a mini four-wheeler intentionally ramming a parked Tesla at full speed. While officers were searching for the suspect, another call came in reporting damage to a Tesla in the Lowe's parking lot. Shortly after that, Officer Blake Loomis spotted Cox riding a mini four-wheeler near Summer Hill and New Boston Roads and recognized him as the suspect in the earlier video. After being stopped, Cox initially gave a false name but was quickly identified and taken into custody. After Cox's arrest, we got yet another report of Tesla damage, this time at Genesis Prime Care on College Drive. So far, Cox has only been charged with one count of felony mischief and failure to identify. However, officers are working now to figure out if Cox is responsible for the two later incidents. If they determine he is, additional charges may be filed. He's currently being held in by state jail as the investigation continues. So, in other words, what we have here is just a craziness. People are making memes of him now. like, eh, this is insane. This is insane. And we have more here, right? Apparently, from Colorado, what we have here is breaking. Police have made an arrest for the target attack of a Tesla collision center in Las Vegas, Nevada. Police have arrested 36-year-old Paul Kim on arson charges and possession of an explosive device. The accused terrorist is believed to have pulled out a gun and shot the cars along with igniting Molotov cocktails. He used what appeared to be a multiple Molotov cocktails and firearms to conduct this attack, said LVMPD Assistant Sheriff Dory Corrin. 5 vehicles were damaged in the incident. Kim was booked on 15 counts. Let's look at the actual video here. So you can see that there is just fire everywhere on all these vehicles, right? See, one just exploded, by the way. Here's another thing, too, guys. When you burn an electric vehicle, it spreads some of the most toxic fumes imaginable. Like, it's no joke. Like, you can't just be setting these vehicles on fire. And they're also incredibly hard to put out when they're caught on fire. It's not good. It's like most of the time. Sometimes you just have to just let it burn because it's just so hard to put out. And there's five of them that's on fire. Like, these people are unhinged, right? These people are completely unhinged, and it gets worse, right? It says a story in four parts from Nick Cruz Patana, I think that's how you pronounce his last name. It says this is the power of Tesla Sentry Mode and the internet. F around and find out. So yeah, keys the Tesla car, Mr. Police, and apparently his name is Jim Pellis, and he's a regional sales director at Armor Code, whatever the heck that is. And the Armor Code has been made aware of an incident where one of our employees allegedly vandalized a Tesla vehicle. We, of course, do not condone violence or destruction of private property in any way, period. This is now in the hands of the proper authorities. So, that being said, like, these people are not only getting caught because they have cameras. Tesla had cameras on their car. And another thing, too, is that they're also putting other companies in danger as well. And what this is going to end up happening for you leftists, and you guys are probably going to need to understand this, is that the more that you keep on doing this, the more people are going to end up hating you and your side. The more that you keep on doing this and people finding out that you are voting for Democrat or whatever, they're probably not going to employ you, even though they probably won't state the reason why they're not employing you, which there is discrimination there. You can't really not hire people due to your political reasoning or your political sides or what have you. But this is where you're coming from, because if you're going to be doing this and damaging a company's reputation, don't expect that people are going to hire you because they don't want to deal with the backlash and the insanity that is going with you. Like, what are you doing? It gets worse. From Melee Joy says, have you heard this? Cooper Joe Frederick, 24, of Fort Collins, Colorado, was arrested in connection with an incident at a Tesla dealership in Loveland, Colorado. Frederick allegedly ignited and threw an incendiary device at a Tesla dealership. The device landed between two vehicles, starting a fire that endangered several people who were inside cleaning the facility at the time. He was charged with multiple felony charges, including use of an explosive or incendiary device during a felony case, Class 2 felony, possession of explosives or an incendiary device, Class 5 felony, second-degree arson, business damage $5,000 to $20,000, Class 5 felony, criminal mischief, business damage $5,000 to $20,000, Class 5 felony, and a criminal attempt to commit a Class 5 or 6 felony, Class 6 felony. Judge wanted $255K bail. A DA says it on a $20 cash bail. Frederick doesn't have the dough, so he sits in jail. And with all these felonies, he will be there for 20 years. Hope it was worth it, Cooper. Yeah. This is what we're doing here, right? We are sitting here on people committing arson, destroying things, obliterating things. It's just insane, right? It really is insane. Of course, we have this from Tim Pool as well. Says, this proves low IQ at this point. Teslas have cameras. They are not getting the cognitive faculties to understand. Yes, they are. They don't have the ability to think. These people are insane. They are mentally unwell. When we go look at tests or actual articles or statistics about these people, right? We end up finding out that a lot of these people have some type of mental illness or they're unhinged or whatever. That the liberal people are more mentally unstable than anybody on the middle or the right side. So what we're getting here is that these people are mentally unhinged. They're not well, and they probably should be in an asylum because they're obviously not mentally stable.
By glances over at the car, and moments later they return and quickly start keying the passenger door with a phone in the other hand.
You can tell in the video too, like they're actively starting to record and they're recording the whole thing. You can easily tell this is a targeted, like there's intent there, and they, kind of a mockery of it, right? With all the recording.
Seconds later, the vandal runs off. The owners, who asked to remain anonymous, notice the damage about a half hour later and say since then they have felt unsettled and somewhat fearful. By glances over.
And it's true, right? You can't make the people that bought these vehicles feel somewhat fearful because you guys are trying to incite fear. And you guys are trying to make it to where you can get your way through violence and all this other stuff. Let me put it this way. If you guys got put in 20 years for prison for the rest of your lives, I would not lose sleep a day. I would not lose it. You guys are awful. You are awful people. And we have this here. where internet do your thing. Our member's car was vandalized. Let's make this dude famous. So again, this guy is just keying another car, because reasons. These vehicles have these vehicles have cameras everywhere. I would absolutely love to see this have this many cameras on my car. One of the great benefits I think of actually having a Tesla is legitimately having these cameras. So like you would be able to like know on who did this or who keyed your car or whatever or who bumped your car or what have you. This is the damage of the car. Like, this is ridiculous. Again, there's another one. She's just hitting it and opening her car door, purposely slamming it or opening the door. Like, what are we doing here? And then we have this here, old lady, a grandma, if you will. So this was committed in Berkeley, California, because we all know the people in Berkeley are completely sane, right? Like, they're not far leftists at all. And we just have this old lady here, just, walking, searching the vehicle, kind of act like, oh, I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to do anything. It's all good. And then we end up finding out from the other side here because it has cameras. Teslas have cameras across everywhere. And she's just gonna key the car, right? Just gonna key the car or scrape it or do whatever here. And these are the people. These are the people that are claiming to be the sane and on the right side of history, right? These are the people that are doing it. And by the way, here's another thing I want to catch here too, guys. There's another Tesla right here. So not only is she getting caught by the Tesla that she's keying, but she's also getting caught by the Tesla that's right behind her. So they have multiple views of her doing this. These people are dumb, man. And then finally we have this here where these people are absolutely insane. It's from Graham Allen saying, this is what derangement looks like. While driving on the interstate, this crazy maniac harassed a Tesla Cybertruck and even tried to back in him. These people are not normal. No, they're not. They haven't been normal.
All right, look at this. He pulls over. And then look, he just stops his car in the middle of traffic. And then look, he just gets out and starts recording me. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? He's just recording me. And then I honk. I'm like, what the fuck? And then look, he tries to reverse into me. I was like, what the fuck? Alright, look at that.
Guys, how can we say these people are not unhinged? How do we say that these people are normal? How do we say that these people are not a danger to society? Like, quite obviously, these people are mentally insane. And I think we have to take it. I think we have to have some blame here, right? I think we have to put some blame. I think what we're going to do is we're going to start blaming the Democrats. And then now we're going to start blaming CNN, MSNBC, and all these other things for pushing this type of propaganda, right? You guys have single-handedly made our country have insane lunatic people. Because I have no problem having you guys be charged for something like this. Because you guys are inciting this type of violence. You're inciting this type of insanity here. And you won't denounce it because you people actually endorse this type of stuff. And if you're going to say, oh, well, we don't endorse it, really? Then why don't you just go out and say, we don't endorse this type of thing. This is bad. We don't want this. I haven't seen Democrats say a damn thing about it yet. Not a one single peep. So, guys, these people that hate Tesla, that hate Elon Musk, they're doing this to these people's cars, they're unhinged. And they're all getting felonies for this. They're all getting felonies. And as rightfully so. I don't think these people should be walking or doing anything at all. I think they should be permanently in jail, and I hope their lives are ruined forever because they don't respect other people's property. They don't deserve to be respected at all. All right, guys, that's it for the video. Let's guys share. As always, take care, my friends.